Hello, my fellow weirdos. I know it looks like I only have the red on. It looks like I shaved the rest of my hair because it's dark. It's like a juniper. E. Ah. So, it is currently 6:18 Friday night, and in about 12 hours, I'll be on the road to DC. Actually, at 5, I'm being picked up to meet the people that I'm riding with to DC. And I've confirmed with her. She's like, yep, not a problem. I was like, what time? We have to be there by 6. Is 5, or is that a little later you want it? Or and she's like, no, that's good because it's at a Dunkin' Donuts. So, I mean, if they're not there, I can just grab some coffee or something. Um, and about 6 o'clock, we're gonna head out on the road. So, Mary will swing back home, and I've confirmed with them, and we're on Signal, and I've got each other's phone numbers now. So we've got the address of where we're supposed to meet, and I can't believe it's happening. It was like I was trying not to get too revved up because you never know. A last minute thing. You know what? I even reserved an Uber in case something happened with Kathy and she couldn't make it last minute to get me there. And I know the other folks are definites because they were visiting mom in Jersey. That's why I'm meeting them there because they're visiting their mom somewhere along that, and that's when they get on the road to start to DC. That's the best place to meet. That I won't find hard at dark 30 in the morning. So that's confirmed. I've got the stuff in my phone and the addresses, and I also know that 11:30. I think it takes about 5 hours. So if we get on the road by 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, by the rally starts at noon. But the handmaidens are supposed to be gathering at 11:30 at a particular place, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna. I don't know if they said it's not like we're gonna start the rally or something, but we're going to be basically we'll end up walking around the reflecting pool as a handmaid army. So there'll be lots of photo ops because it's not just we want you know memories of we were there and stuff, but other people stop and take. I mean, I know because when I've gone to like just the protests um, in my handmaiden's uniform, and it wasn't even this complete. It had a jumpsuit instead of a dress, and the arms were in a long sleeve. So I've had people at protest, many people stop. It's like, oh my God, can I get a picture? Because there weren't a lot of us. I think there was one on the very end. She had the cape and the wings. That's about it. But that's the main components. That's how I started, just the cloak and the wings. And then I got the inner bonnet that you wear when you're not wearing the wings. And then I got the dress, and the dress I have, there's two different kinds, is like a low waist, so I don't even need a belt. But I'm just I am so revved up. Got all the garbage out. Just didn't take some boxes, but I might take those out in a little while because it'll help me get a little energy off to get to sleep. Um, I've got allergy meds, antihistamines packed. I've got ibuprofen for headaches and stuff like that packed. I've got some of my pain medication so I don't forget to take it and then be in agony worse. Um, I mean, I've thought of things like that. So I'm just very, very, I'm not as nervous as I was when I was going on the bus, because even though I don't know these people, it's going to take 5 hours to get there. I'm going to eventually, we're going to get to know each other. And I trust these people, and I'm not worried. My sister, on the other hand, is like, are you sure it's not somebody acting like, because people could be like traffickers and be acting like they're in this group. And I was like, she wants me to, she wants me to take a, I said, I don't know their last names. Just, a lot of, if they didn't need my information, they wouldn't know my last name, you know? So, because we kind of keep last names off of our names on Facebook especially. Blue Skies, I mean, it's left wing run by a woman that's definitely a liberal. So my sister's like, well, get a snapshot before you get in the car of their license plate. If they ask you, I was like, that's gonna be like, she goes, just tell them your crazy sister doesn't want you to be trafficked. No. I'm only 2 years younger than her. It's not impossible the way things are going and what people are doing from the conservative side, but it just made me laugh because she's texting, these people. What if these? Are you sure they're not traffickers? I was like, what are they going to traffic me for? They'll fucking throw me out of the vehicle halfway wherever we're going if I keep talking. Oh my god. I mean, really. And I get it. But they were just in Las Vegas, and I asked to find out, and legitimately, let me know when you land, and when you're landing, when you get back home, because, I mean, there's airline issues. Nobody texted me, nobody bothered telling me they were there until, like, the next day. Nobody let me know when they were home, and later she was kind of cranky, and she was like, well, it was like 2 a.m. I wanted to go to sleep. I'm like, yeah, but I was sleeping with the phone right next to me, so I would hear a text coming in, and I was a little worried because I know shit's going on in airports, and sometimes you get stuck there like almost 24 hours. So, it's cracking me up. But I am ready to go. Everything's packed. I'm only taking like a pride flag, an American flag, and then one that's on a telescoping, flagpole, so it just folds down to this long. And glow sticks, my light cape, my light gloves that you saw in the other video last night. Just in case, I'd rather say, oh, I wish I would have brought the gloves. They didn't take up that much space. And then say, oh, I didn't use them. Because it's like 6 o'clock here, and the rally, I believe, is the march of the rally with speakers and everything, I think it's like 7 or something. So, because that's when the buses were going to leave, at 7, or when it was finished, around that time. So we'll be there about 8 hours. And I'm really hoping to get a lot of video and a lot of photos and meet up with some of these people that you've been talking to in the groups and in the resistance stuff, but y'all have never even spoken on the phone, let alone, So it's going to be really interesting. I got to give a shout when I'm down there for Jerry and for Lauren. So Yeah, I did remember my cheapest little selfie stick, just to get some distance, to get with a bunch of us. When I know we'll be giving pictures to each other, that I'm sure that'll be happening. Somebody gets pictures of you in the group, you get pictures of somebody that they don't have. So, um, I'm just I'm just so excited. I really am excited. Got the house vacuumed, swept, mopped. Dishes are not in the sink. I mean, I want to make sure, the place was clean enough for them. And not a garbage sitting on the floor. 2 extra garbage bags. Because this was really windy until yesterday. So I got my boxes out finally. Yay! Most of them. I'm keeping one big one. But I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. Like I said, not as nervous now because I'll either be with the handmaidens and they know where the fuck to go. These people are they're not going to leave without me. We're going to be in touch. So I've got a lot less stress on me. Plus, I have some well, not cash, but I have money now for on my card, so I don't have to worry about a train fare if we need to catch it. Because from what I understand, you probably need to catch the metro to anywhere. So I guess I'll learn a little about that since I've never been in DC since I was 6, and I don't remember much. I certainly don't remember that shit. So, but knowing that I have some extra money, and it wasn't just for to get coffee or whatever, or a drink after or something. It was more just so if I really can't walk anymore and we got to get back to the car, so I can grab, we can go train or shit. So I'm just really excited, guys. This has been since they announced this is how long I've been dreaming of going. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, that's weird dreams, political, because this is a history thing. And everybody and anybody who can make it there are going. Some are already there. They started yesterday. So, and I'm seeing stuff on social media, pictures and stuff, and I'm just getting all excited. Also, because my cloak is one of the ones that feels like already, or it feels like linen. It's really heavy and it's stiffish. I'm sure once it's washed a few times, that will, but it's still that thickish, heavyish kind of feel. In the summer, I probably wouldn't wear the dress under it. I'd wear, I don't know, because the dress isn't warm, but the cloak is hot, which helps for the winter time. So I shouldn't be too warm. Some of the folks that have those thinner, like the polyester ones, because some of the capes are like polyester, they're probably cold. They probably are cold. And I do have a scarf and gloves. They're not those big woolly ones that you've seen some of them wearing. They're like that velvety kind, and it's like a linen kind of scarf. So I am excited. The only thing that isn't to the book are my foot apparel. And I do have brown boots, but they got fringe on them, but not that you would see that. But I'm going to wear my black shoes because I have a messed up foot. And I haven't worn those boots in a year, since last winter. So, your foot shifts. When you've got an injury like that, it shifts sometimes the bones over time. So, I don't want my foot to start hurting halfway through that not used to. I'd rather wear the shoes I'm used to wearing, so I'm better idea of how much the foot can take, type of thing. But I've been doing a wing and a prayer. This is basically what this week has been. Oh, and not just for me, for a lot of people. It's a wing and a prayer. You get a seat on the bus. You get the money together. The bus is canceled. It's the alternate bus. So you change it over. And you're like, oh, good, okay. And then like 2 days later, that one's canceled. All of them except one. And there's no way your friend is going to drive you all the way to Newark. And that might get, and then it's going to bring me back there. And at midnight, a cab back to here for an hour-long cab, we're talking like $100. So, I was like, oh, fuck. Plus, the seat was more than it was when the first gal purchased my seat. I was 85, and they were up to like 105. So it was just, it was like, I can't spend $100 for an Uber to drive me home from Newark. I mean, it didn't make sense. And that's taking every little bit of free money and then some. And that's only because I had the bus fare stuff. So then this ride comes up. So literally on Wednesday, I'm like, I guess I won't be going because the prices keep going up and there's further, and the buses keep being transferred. Instead of them all being transferred to like Montclair, all of them were transferred to another one. So I'm like, fuck. And that's other states has been happening too. I guess some people know how the rideshare works, and they just got our seats on a train or something like that, or just a Greyhound or something. Which, at this point, it's probably not cheaper than the rideshare, but it's a definite. It's not up in the air. It's not like they're going to cancel it last minute. That's not common. So I understand why people are doing that. And if you have the money to be able to do that, and you're planning on like staying overnight and going home in the morning, I mean, yeah, I get that. If you could afford to do that, sure. But it's not just the money for me. I need to get home because I got 2 cats here. And I'm not going to be gone 24 hours, more than 24 hours. As it is, I'm going to be gone more than I am on election day. But I got my neighbors keeping an eye out, so they know. My neighbors are all weren't born in America, kind of thing. Well, I mean, their parents weren't born. My mistake. Their parents weren't born in America. I'm tired. That's a good thing, because it's early, and I was worried about being able to get to sleep early enough. Anyway, yeah, so they're like, absolutely no. They love my 24-hour protest with all the flags of the different countries that Donald hates. I've got a little flag of Greenland, of Ukraine, Canada, Mexico. Then I have a New Jersey flag and an American flag, of course, is in the center. But yeah, all these little ones, Greenland and fucking countries he's been harassing hard. So, and they're up 24/7. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I just, it's almost surreal right now that it's actually all worked out. I'm like, man, universe, God, I've been working overtime this week, and not just for me. I'm seeing this with other people too. It's like, oh God, I can't go. One gal originally was gonna go on the bus that I was originally gonna go on, but then she decided to drive because her daughter wanted to go, and they could split it, the driving, and it would cost less than 2 bus tickets. But then her car she told me tonight, she goes, my car lost it. I was like, fuck. Well, there's people you may be able to get a ride with, and there is this gal that's giving me the ride. Her and her husband bought up 5 tickets on the bus just so people, if they made a last minute decision, so the bus wasn't canceled, the last Jersey bus. So, and she's like, I'd prefer to get, compensated what I paid for them. She was just trying to get everybody who's relying on those buses to be able to go. And I said, well, do you want, she goes, no, because we have a seat. And I said, well, that'll be one, she goes, that's okay, it's okay. She says, because I'd rather you not use the bus. That way you have some money in DC and we can put somebody in. I'm like, okay, great, thank you. So it's been effing wild. It's been fucking, and then I find out somebody that is in our visibility brigade, he's heading down tomorrow, early in the morning. I'm like, no. And I was like, how are you doing? And she goes, she's heading down. I think she said on the train. So I'm like, no. So yeah, the networking of grassroots. This is a literal, very literal grassroots movement for remove the regime. I'm excited to see what tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day. It's the culmination. The handmaidens went to like congressional offices, went down the hallways and stuff, just with their signs, their little shame signs, And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna be with my resistors sisters tomorrow. This is so fucking awesome. Go look in the tab, in the community tab where the posts are. I did a little poster with me with my with the mask on, and like the red face mask, and my soft bonnet and the dress without the cloak on. And then I took one with the cloak on and the wings on top of the soft bonnet and the hood up, so all you could see was like really, and the mask, so it was like all you saw was my eyes on the one. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, I showed the pictures to the gal that I'm riding with, and she's like, I wouldn't mess with you. Oh my God. So I'm excited. I just had a little dinner, and I don't even have any last minute shit. I mean, seriously, this is like, I'm ready. It feels weird. It feels like I should be rushing around last minute, and I'm not. And it's early. It's like 6:40. I am so excited. Okay. I'll see if they want to do something on the vehicle on the way, because it's her husband, and a friend of theirs. Is a guy, it sounds like, but it could be a girl name. I'm just excited. Maybe if they don't mind, I can do some, like in the car, get some thoughts before we're heading down, and from them and myself. But yeah, I'm so effing excited, guys. So I'll try to do, if I can, I'll have to see if I can do anything like a live, because I have YouTube Studio on my phone. So I don't know if I can get that or not done. It just depends on the activity and stuff, because it is the main march and rally. So I'm just so excited to see how many people came out and how big the army is tomorrow. If the Handmaid army, how many of us were able to get there? Because I am so freaking revved, guys. So I will see you down the road.